There we go. Gotta work it really good. Soften it up a little bit, right? Let's start on another one. I got all those riveted this morning, the last couple hours. I've been having some problems with my press. So my tooling is starting falling apart, so not a good thing, right? Beautiful day out today, man. You cannot ask for much of a beautiful day than today. That one went in there really nice. Very good. Very good. So my guide here, the spring inside there failed on me, and it keeps on coming out. It keeps on popping out because I can't keep my my guide screw in there. So it keeps on falling out. So it's just my guide's not coming down, so my spring has failed. So I just need to make sure that it's lined up correctly before I punch it. I have to give it a couple smacks there so my guide comes down. You know, it crunched on me the other day, and I was wondering what was happening, and then it just fell apart on me. And not a good thing. But the rivets are still turning out good. I just have to be on my knees here. I'm not on my knees. I'm actually bending down to look and see exactly where my tool is at. So it's up in there right. When I do this, it just makes it so much easier to work with, right? When I bend the leather around a little bit. So I need to adjust my template. I need to redesign my template just a little teeny bit, just one hole. Because this hole right here, this back hole right here is about 4 millimeters up too high. So I'll have to do some adjustments on my template on my next batch. Once I get done with this batch here, I'll adjust my template a little bit, make a new template, right? I've been spraying oil inside the guide there just to keep it going here. Yeah, this hole right here is just so hard to get in there. There we go. Right there. Just like so. Been really good because I'm going to be cutting it here. I'm going to be trimming them up. I'm going to be trimming the edges. I do that by hand. Just trim the edges there, and then burnish the back edges here, burnish the front edges right here, because I've already burnished, or I'm not burnished, but edge bevel. I've already edge beveled right here on the inside and the outside, because it's hard to bevel that after I get done with the sheath here. It's hard to bevel inside there. I just do that before I assemble them. And you know, you got to oil these. You know, I've oiled my sheath about 4 times in the last year. So the leather will get brittle. You know, if you're out there in the dirt, if leather gets really dirty, you know, and when leather gets used, you know, you got to be oiling it. You got to be conditioning your leather. If you don't condition this leather here, it's going to fail on you. It's going to start cracking, and you're going to have some problems with your sheath. So you got to oil it. You know, get some good leather oil, or some boot grease will work too. There we go. These holes are a little bit tighter because I had to put a lot of conditioner in this to soften it up, because this mahogany dye really makes the leather brittle. and I had to put a lot of conditioner in it. So it swelled the holes up, or it shrunk the holes down a little bit. Need to put my tool in here just to get it to snap in there right. Not every one of them is exactly the same, so, or not every one of them takes exactly the same amount to make. You know, they're handmade, so you deal with the leather, right? You really got to work some holes. Actually, I'll just form this. I'll just form it around it. Push that in there just a little bit further. Form it in there. Now it should. Now all 5 of them should go right in there. They should. No, it's not going to happen. Once I get one in there, I think it looks pretty good. There we go. I just not want to go in that hole right there. There we go. Come on, snap in there. I have my holes really tight because it's got to be super heavy duty, right? I want the smallest hole in those. I want to punch the smallest holes possible, because the harder it is to make these, the more heavy duty they are, right? I'll get this, my tool here out, my guide popper. Been having to oil that every once in a while with the oil, and then when I get oil on my hands, it's hard to grasp these rivets here. Right, when I have oil on my hands from oiling my tool there, these rivets want to pop out of my hands. It's just so hard to grab them. Right, it's very difficult to grab them. There we go. I love that sound. The sound of leather is so awesome. Rubbing up next to each other, like this sound, like that. I love that sound. Work that leather in. There we go. There we go. I'm whipping them out, getting them done. The dyeing process takes a long time, man. So I will not be dyeing the leather from here on out. I will not be dyeing the leather, right? It just takes too long. I will just buy the more expensive hides. I have to drive 3 hours to go get leather now, so it takes me a while to go get leather. So I'll probably buy like 20 hides at a time. I still got 7 or 8 hides. I think I got 8 hides left. About $1,000 worth of hides left. But the new leather that I will be purchasing is a little bit more expensive, but I won't have to dye it. So I'll just take that much less time dyeing the leather. And then I have to condition it a lot more too. When I dye the leather, I have to put a lot more oil in it. And oiling takes just as long as dyeing, right? Because I have to work that conditioner into the leather. And then I have to work the leather because it's been dried. You know, it's been dyed and it's been brittle, you know. So, start on this next one here. Ooh, these holes look really small. Those ones might be really hard to get in. Have to work my rivets in there. My hands are still a little bit oily from oiling my tool there. Really tight fit. It's the best, right? So it will not come loose. Oh man, that is a small hole there. Okay, let's see if I can fit this sucker in there. There There we go. Those are some pretty small holes I'm trying to go into. Well, I'm going to do a test here in a few minutes with the MXT, the Deus, and the Amphibio. So, I've been wanting to do this test. I've been wanting to perform this test for a while, so I want to show you guys the difference between the three machines. Ooh, that's not looking good right there. Oh man, come on, get in there. Right there. Beautiful. Gotta work it really good.
$120, hour and a half.
Really?
Every 5 weeks. She shows up and the husband comes while her hair is processed.
I might even be able to get away with three rivets in that part right there.
God, I love that color.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some hide this color right here. It's like mahogany color. This is the one that dried the leather out really bad. So I had to put a lot of conditioner in it. It took me forever to condition this leather here. The black isn't too bad. The black really doesn't take too much conditioner. It doesn't take too much working.
They do feel a little different.
Yeah, they're actually thicker leather too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're 8 to 9 ounce instead of 6 to 7 ounce. I'm making thicker leather here. These are the thicker sheaths, heavier duty sheaths. So. No. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.